All right, so basically, this is a Fender Squire body. I bought it for pretty cheap, hence the crappy beater bass build. It's just a basic Fender Squire body. Bought it for $40, and it had a crappy paint job. I'm not sure if the original paint job was red or not. I assume it was because this was a black, red, and white paint, so I assume the white is primer. Anyways, the paint job wasn't good on it. I wanted to do my own, so here I am. I bought a heat gun for cheap, and I figured that's the best way to get the paint off. Because usually you can use chemicals and stuff, but that's messy. Anyways, as you can see by the smoke, you should definitely be wearing a mask. I am not wearing a mask, and I should be wearing a mask, but the funny thing was I did this when coronavirus first showed up. So this was in March. And of course, you go to the Home Depot to buy a mask, and there are no masks because people freaked out and bought masks. So that's why I don't have a mask, but at least I'm doing it outside. But anyways, as you can see with I just got a scraper and a heat gun, and it's kind of a delicate balance between, you don't want to get the heat gun too close because you see it smokes like right there. But as you can see, it's doing a good job getting it off the wood, and it's going pretty quick. And just take your time now. While you're doing this, you are going to damage the wood. There's going to be scrapes and dings, but I plan to sand it and everything, make it nice and smooth after. So this part is just worrying about getting the paint off the body of the bass guitar. There's a nice big strip. That's how you're supposed to do it. See, I'm showing off because I'm proud. I don't know why it's going so good here, but it is. So a perfect example of how easy it can come off if you get the heat gun at the right distance. Just get it to the right temperature and it just slides right off. No effort. And you can see just to hold the guitar in place, it's got clamps with the towel and wood over it. Keeps it in place nice and tight. And just chipping away at it. You can see the grain of the wood's coming out. That's actually pretty nice once you get the paint off. It's actually pretty nice having the wood show through. I think Squire bodies are 3 parts. They do the middle, then the top and the bottom, and they slap it together and glue it. I think that's how they build them. But this specific guitar, this bass guitar, you can see it was routed for a humbucker pickup in the neck position. I don't plan to do that, so I'm just going to ignore that part of the guitar. I bought a pick guard that just covers it. But yeah, just chipping away here. Here we go, the final result of the front side. You can see pretty effective. Got most of it off. There's still some gunk and stuff left over, but if you plan to do this is a pretty good way to do it. Just be wary of the melting paint and the fumes. Do it outside. Get a fan. You can see I got a fan later on. You'll see coming up, and I do eventually get a mask because it's nasty stuff. And so flip it over. Let's do the back. Get it nice and centered, nice and sturdy. Clamp it down nice and good. Get the gloves on. Be safe, get rid of the garbage or leave it there, I don't know. Yeah, the heat gun's so hot, you gotta hang it somewhere where you're not gonna touch it, so I stuck it above my head. You see, to get started, you just apply some heat and then you can just dig in with the scraper and it just comes right off. And yeah, just keep working away at it, keep chipping away. Skip ahead. The back part's coming off a lot better, a lot bigger chunks. You can see the different colors. It must have been, the primer was white, and I think the red was the original coat, because the black was, whoever I bought this from, they put a black coat on here and it was really crappy. I didn't like it at all. That's why I'm redoing it. But the flat parts are easy. You can see we can get to the smooth parts. It takes a bit more finessing, a bit more, Open that up, flip it around, get the heat gun. Don't burn your head. Aim it at your face, make sure it's on. You feel the heat. Can't see it with one eye now. It's great. Lots of smoke. See, that's you want to try and avoid that. That's why you do it outside. And yeah, you can, it's kind of far away, but you can see I'm scraping the wood too, so If you got like an expensive body guitar and you're worried about that, then maybe going the route of using chemicals. Here we go. You can see the dings and scrapes. But this is a cheap $40 body. I didn't care. This is just for my own experiment, for my own interest, my own hobby. Let's see what I can do here. I see. I found a fan. My brain was working. Said, hey, maybe I shouldn't be breathing this shit in. And so get the fan going. So blow it out of the tent. Now this is tricky because the scraper's flat, right? And so you just got to take your time getting in that valley. I'm not sure if I got a smaller scraper. I think I just stuck with this one. But you just got to work away at it. It comes up pretty good. Good old Black & Decker, made in China. It was weird, the primer at some points wasn't even like paint, it comes off really strange. I don't know why on the sides of the body it was coming off harder. Maybe how they applied it, I'm not sure. But it's got to scrape away. And to hold it upright, I forget, I just used 2 pieces of wood and just clamped it between, I think. Anyways, yeah, making progress. Not much else to say here. It's good that I aim the fan at me, so when the smoke does show up, it just goes right into my face. You can see the paint fumes are working already because I'm not thinking straight. And flip the guitar body over and just it's the tricky part. I'm not looking at this now. I'm not sure if there's another way to do this. Like maybe just go at it with sandpaper. I'm not sure. I mean, I do eventually get all of it. But this took just a day. This was, I gotta say, an hour or two. It didn't take long. You can, if you have your own cheap guitar body, it doesn't take long. You can do quick. Right down. Trying to get into all those. I think I'm trying to do the okay, alright, got the sandpaper right now. So still, I don't know, like oil or residue from the paint still on the body, so you just gotta start working away at it. You can see the actual wood coming out underneath. You just go at it. I think this sandpaper is like an 80 grit or 100 grit. It's pretty rough. So I have finer sandpaper that I apply later, but this is just to get the grime off. And yeah, looking good. Got most of the paint off the outside of the body. Once you see the grain of the wood, it's kind of like, do I want to paint this a solid color, or maybe just go like a natural clear finish on it? It'd be pretty nice looking wood. Even though it's a Squire, it's, you know. So to get into the pickup cavities, obviously the scraper's too big, so I figured I'll try with a flathead screwdriver. It kind of worked. I ended up switching to a Dremel bit and sandpaper, I think. But this is tedious. This is just gotta go scrape, 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 you know. There's no way around it. You just gotta take your time. I don't even think I finished it. I just got fed up with the cavities here and just left it. Because you're not going to see it, right? So I don't really need to scrape the paint off of it. I can't remember. I recorded this a long time ago. Get the sandpaper in there and try and, you know, get what you can. Just a little finger power. Just get in the nooks and crannies. Look it out, yeah. Gotta work away. Time consuming. Just gotta keep doing it. So I think, what am I doing? I'm going on the body now. So anywhere where I see kind of a dark spot or any kind of a stain, I really want to get everything off the wood of the guitar. Get it back to its natural, the natural wood layer. Best way to do that, sandpaper.